Numbers inside a parenthesis. Their purpose is to pinpoint an equation in a graph. There has to be a pattern, that is, a constant, so it can be considered a function. A set is a group of elements, and they can be written in any order, but they cannot repeat. If we want a set where there is an A, B, C, 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 we will write it in the form of A, B, and C. In a graph, there is always going to be an X and Y axis. The measure or quantity of the steepness of a line in a graph. If the line goes from left to right and down, the slope is a -1. If the line goes from left to right and up, it's a positive slope. A linear equations graph consists of a straight line. There are two types: parallel and perpendicular. Parallel has two non-vertical lines with the same slope. They won't ever intersect, but in perpendicular they do. Their slopes are negative reciprocals. For example, a positive 3 will turn into a negative fraction, and a negative 4 will turn into a positive fraction. They can be written in this form. There are three types. The first one is conditional equation that has one solution. For example, x equals to 7. The next one is contradiction, when there is no solution. For example, 0 equals 2, which is incorrect. The last one is identity, when there is infinite numbers of solutions. For example, 0 equals 0. We will find the domain, which is x, and the range, which is y. The domain is -6, -1, 1, 5, and 7, and the range is 2, -1, 4, and -4. Remember, you don't repeat, in this case, 4. Next, we will do an equation. You will first multiply the number outside the parentheses. Then you're gonna subtract 10 minus 7, which will give you 3. Then you're gonna pass 3x to the other side and with the opposite sign. You will subtract 2x minus 3x, which will give you -x. Then you're gonna pass the 3 to the other side and with the opposite sign. We're gonna divide -x with -9 and we'll give you x equals 9. Finally, the last exercise. Our first parenthesis will be x1 and y1, and the next will be x2 and y2. You will then substitute these numbers according to the formula and then add and subtract, and you'll get the answer.